Have you ever wondered about the origins of your thoughts, feelings, and perceptions? If so, you've tapped into the realm of philosophy, a discipline pioneered by the ancient Greeks. In the cradle of Western civilization, nestled among the lofty peaks and azure waters of ancient Greece, the seeds of philosophy were sown. This was a time when the human mind began to question the world's mysteries, probing beyond the realm of the divine to seek answers in the fabric of nature itself. This intellectual awakening, this dawn of philosophical thought, has profoundly shaped our understanding of the world and ourselves. At the forefront of this philosophical revolution stood Thales of Miletus. Born in the late 7th century BC, Thales was a man of insatiable curiosity. He believed that the essence of all things, the very source of life and existence, could be traced back to nature. Water, he proposed, was the fundamental element from which all else sprung. It was a radical idea, one that moved away from attributing the world's workings to capricious gods and toward a more rational, observable cause. But Thales' ideas were not met without resistance. His contemporaries often dismissed his theories as mere speculation, unfounded and devoid of divine intervention. Yet Thales remained undeterred. He continued to question, to explore, to seek truth in the world around him, demonstrating a commitment to critical thinking that would become a hallmark of Greek philosophy. Next comes the man often dubbed the father of Western philosophy, Socrates. Born in Athens around 470 BCE, Socrates was a stonemason by trade, but his true vocation was philosophy. He developed a unique approach to wisdom, known as the Socratic method, which involves relentless questioning until the examined belief either withstands scrutiny or is replaced by a more robust one. However, Socrates' unorthodox philosophizing didn't sit well with everyone. His constant questioning of traditional beliefs and values led to charges of impiety and corrupting the youth. Found guilty, he was sentenced to death. Yet, even in his final moments, Socrates remained a philosopher. He willingly drank the fatal cup of hemlock, displaying an unwavering belief in the immortality of the soul and the pursuit of virtue above all else. Socrates, with his relentless questioning, sparked the flame of critical thinking that still burns brightly today. After Socrates, his student Plato took up the philosophical mantle. Plato's teachings gave birth to the theory of forms, a revolutionary concept that suggests the existence of perfect, unchangeable ideals that our worldly, physical objects merely attempt to replicate. This isn't just about the physical world, but extends to abstract concepts too, like justice, beauty, and goodness. Plato's thirst for knowledge led him to establish the academy, the first institution of higher learning in the Western world. However, his immersion in politics wasn't as smooth. His philosophical ideals clashed with the practical workings of the state, leading to a tumultuous relationship with the Athenian government. Despite these political troubles, Plato's final days were far from tragic. Unlike his mentor Socrates, Plato is said to have died peacefully in his sleep, a fitting end for a man who spent his life in the pursuit of ideal forms. Plato, in his quest for ideal forms, gave us a lens to view the world beyond its physical limitations. From the realm of ideas, we move to the tangible world with Aristotle. This realist philosopher emphasized the importance of empirical evidence, asserting that knowledge comes from experience. Aristotle's keen observation of the world around him led him to develop theories that have shaped our understanding of physics, biology, and even politics. An interesting chapter in Aristotle's life was his role as tutor to Alexander the Great, a job that allowed him to influence one of history's most powerful leaders. However, despite his intellectual prowess, Aristotle was not immune to the harsh realities of his time. He was exiled from Athens, accused of impiety, a fate similar to his mentor, Socrates. Aristotle's life ended naturally in Euboea, but his legacy continues to impact our lives today. His emphasis on the tangible, the observable, and the experiential serves as a cornerstone of modern scientific thought. Aristotle with Vindian Day saw Hades obey as a val feature as Vin could feet firmly on the ground. Derer reminded us of the importance of observation and experience. Our philosophical journey concludes with two radical thinkers, Diogenes the Cynic and Epictetus the Stoic. Diogenes the Cynic was a philosopher who was famous not just for his biting wit, but also for his outright rejection of societal norms. He lived in a tub on the streets of Athens and carried a lamp in the daytime, claiming to be searching for an honest man. He was a man who lived his philosophy, which was rooted in the belief that virtue was the only good and that it was sufficient for happiness. He demonstrated this through his simple, ascetic lifestyle, free from the trappings of societal status or wealth. His death, much like his life, was shrouded in mystery and controversy. Some say he died of an infected dog bite, others that he held his breath until he passed away, a testament to his belief in the autonomy of the individual. From the life of one eccentric philosopher, we move on to another, Epictetus the Stoic. Born as a slave, he later became a free man and went on to establish a philosophy school in Nicopolis. Epictetus's teachings revolved around the idea of accepting life's circumstances. He preached that while we have no control over what happens to us, we do have control over how we respond. This philosophy of accepting life as it is and focusing on our reactions is a cornerstone of Stoicism. Epictetus, in his later life, was plagued by illness and lived with physical pain. But in true Stoic fashion, he accepted this as a part of life and continued his teachings until his death. Diogenes and Epictetus, with their unconventional philosophies, challenged us to rethink our values and our reactions to life's trials. They represent the bold and unconventional side of Greek philosophy, a testament to the diversity of thought that was fostered during this time. They continue to inspire us, reminding us of the power of individual thought and the potential within each of us to question, to challenge, and to redefine our understanding of the world.